Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media, and these are my Bafta Award winners' predictions. The Baftas are this upcoming Sunday, I believe, on the 15th or 16th, whatever that weekend is. 16th, I would guess, because 14th is Friday, Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'll probably sign back up for BritBox and watch it again. I don't think I'll live stream watch the whole thing like I did the last 2 years, because that was just a huge pain in the ass after it happened. So I'll just watch it at my leisure and do a reaction video. Maybe I'll record my reactions to the winners, so it's at least a quasi-live reaction video. The BAFTAs, the pre-Oscars, essentially. It's going to be interesting. Critics' Choice was not helpful. DGA and PGA both went to Honora. But will the BAFTAs go Honora? I don't know. That's why it's weird. It's still a weird year. Even though the guilds are going hard on Honora and it might just be the winner and it's obvious, I think the BAFTAs are going to go in a very different direction than that. And here we go. I'll tell you why. Let's just start with Best Film. The nominees there are Conclave, Brutalist, Honora, Complete Unknown, and Emilia Perez, and that is the order of likelihood I think I have them winning in. I am predicting Conclave at BAFTA. Sort of taking a swing on this one. It could easily just be Honora. I could see it being the Brutalist for sure at BAFTA, but Conclave seems very BAFTA-y. They went for All Quiet on the Western Front for damn near everything when that came out, including Edward Berger for director. So we'll just see what happens. But this is kind of like my swing. My BAFTA swing is Conclave for Best Picture. I think it'll win a few prizes, so it makes enough sense that Conclave could win Best Picture there. But who the hell knows? Honestly, I think it could be any of those top three. I don't think Complete Unknown or Emilia Perez have a chance, especially now. But either of those top three, I think I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just see what happens. Best Director, we have The Brutalist, Honora, Conclave, The Substance, hurrah, Emilia Perez, and Dune. This one, even though he lost DGA, so maybe I'm stupid, I'm still going for Brady Corbet. I'm not going for Edward Berger. He missed at the Oscars, so, I mean, he did for All Quiet too, but that was more of a timing thing, I think. This was just like a legitimate snub for the Oscar. I would love a Coralie Farja one, as I always say. Sean Baker could easily win now, but I'm still hedging towards Brutalist. I think it has the better chance of winning Best Picture here over Honora. So that's why I have it winning director. Because I think it might win either one or both. Lead actress, we have Demi Moore, Mikey Madison, Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Cynthia Erivo, Carla Sofia Gascon, and Saoirse Ronan. I still have Saoirse Ronan at sixth place, even with all the Emilia Perez controversy, because I still think she has a better chance of winning. Probably not, though. But I have Demi Moore up front. I just have her sweeping now. It makes the most sense at this point. I think she'll win SAG. This is the only one that's kind of weird, but there's no like obvious choice in this category that would definitely win a BAFTA over anything else. Marianne Jean-Baptiste, maybe. Mackie Madison could win if Honora wins other picture and director, you know. But I think Demi's just gonna sweep, and I'd be totally cool with that. So no complaints here. Leading actor, we have Adrian Brody, Ralph Fiennes, Timothée Chalamet, Coleman Domingo, Sebastian Stan, and Hugh Grant. I'm going with Adrian Brody. I think even if he loses SAG to Timothy, he'll win here, and probably the Oscar if he gets this. If he gets them all, then he's definitely getting the Oscar. I could see Ralph Fiennes being the surprise win here, just because of their love of Conclave and Ralph Fiennes being so overdue as he is. But I think Adrian Brody's just the sweeper. I think all four acting categories are just going to end up being sweepers this year, like surprise sweepers. Oddly enough, which leads me to supporting actress, where we have Zoe Saldana, Ariana Grande, Isabella Rossellini, Felicity Jones, Selena Gomez, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Happy to be here. I'm still going with the Zoe Saldana sweep. I think the voting window for this might have been just before or during all this controversy. So we'll see if it shouldn't affect Zoe, in all fairness. She did nothing. She's just in the movie. Yes, the movie isn't very good, but she's the best part of the movie. And if she wins, I'll be happy for her. I've always loved Zoe. I could see Ariana Grande taking SAG and then this and then the Oscar if the controversy really does affect anyone but just Carla and hopefully the director and the film itself. But Zoe doesn't deserve any hate outside of just the movie being not very good in the first place. I think Isabella Rossellini could surprise here. It would be a very BAFTA thing to do, and that would just once again prove that Conclave is strong here and could take Best Picture like I predicted. It'd be cool if it won something. Shake up the race a bit. Come on, people. Conclave's good. It deserves stuff. And I don't think anyone else has a chance to win outside of those three here. Supporting actor, once again, I'm just going with Kieran Culkin until he loses. Guy Pearce could win here if The Brutalist does very, very well. He has home field advantage, let's put it that way. Edward Norton could surprise at SAG, maybe win here and take it over Kieran, but there's no like obvious number two over Kieran. The only thing he has going against him is the film not being a Best Picture, which at BAFTA matters less because there's only 5 nominees. Oscars, obviously, it shows more disinterest in the film, I suppose, overall. But it's a great performance, and the movie's really good. So it's not like it doesn't deserve to win. I don't know who I would vote for personally. I haven't seen half of these, to be honest. I haven't had a chance to see Complete Unknown, The Apprentice, or Sing Sing, because I have to be picky about what I can see in theaters and or whatever is streaming available. Original screenplay. Here's where I'm still going with Honora. I hope The Substance wins, and then I hope it wins at the Oscars. But if Honora is going to win Best Picture here, which I don't think it will, but if it does, it needs to win screenplay to go along with it and or director. If it wins both, just like it did at DGA and PGA, then that's all it really needs. But I think it'll win something here, and that's something the easiest win for it would be screenplay. But I'm really hoping for The Substance. I don't think the other ones have a chance of winning unless they just fall in love with The Brutalist and it wins everything, which I doubt. It doesn't seem like a screenplay movie winner. I'm going with Honora, hoping for The Substance. Adapted screenplay. We have Conclave, Complete Unknown, Nickel Boys, Emilia Perez, and Sing Sing. Same 5 as at the Oscars. Don't regard the order of these. Some of the orders matter, some of them don't, but Conclave's winning. It's been winning everything. And then I think the next best chance might just be Complete Unknown due to its overall strength. Everything else is kind of just there. Happy to be here. But Conclave's going to win this, and it could legitimately just win screenplay and picture, and it would make enough sense at the BAFTAs. But I have it winning a couple more things. Casting. We have Conclave, Honora, Kneecap, Complete Unknown, and The Apprentice. I think this is one where Conclave could easily win. It won Ensemble at the Critics' Choice. It could win Ensemble at SAG. I don't think it will, but it could, just showing more strength for the film. But here, it makes a lot of sense. Although sometimes they go with really weird things that only have like 2 people in them. I think Conclave and BAFTAs and casting is a perfect mix. And speaking of British film, I think Conclave is going to win that regardless. The fact that it's probably going to win this no matter what gives me a little pause and picking it for Best Picture also. It's sort of like the international film Best Picture, animated film Best Picture, like, oh, it has its own category. We don't need to vote for it here situation. But if it doesn't win here, why would it be Best Picture? It's like it sort of has to win both. It either has to win just this or both. You can't not win this and then win Best Picture. It would make 0 sense. The other nominees here are Blitz, Hard Truths, The Outrun, Bird, Gladiator, Kneecap, Wallace and Gromit, Lee, and Love Lies Bleeding. So Conclave just makes the most sense. Non-English language film. We have Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Seed of the Sacred Fig, All We Imagine Is Light, and Kneecap. Based on the probable voting window, I still have Emilia Perez winning here. I have I'm Still Here in second place. If the controversy was in swing when voting was happening, I could see I'm Still Here winning, given its Oscar love. I could honestly see anything winning here, given the controversies. If that actually affected the film in time, anything could win. But I'm just going to go with Emilia Perez, assuming the timing was okay for it still. The Oscars is the only thing we know for a fact, that I know for a fact, I should say, where it will actually be affected the entire voting window. Best documentary, we have No Other Land, Black Box Diaries, which I believe are the only 2 that also got in at the Oscars, so it's kind of a weird category this year. Daughters, Superman, which won at PGA, and Will and Harper. No Other Land's winning everything, and it's here, and it's at the Oscars. I'm just going to pick it for everything. So maybe they'll throw us for a loop. If anything but Black Box Diaries wins, it won't matter. So I think it's just going to be No Other Land all the way. Animated film. I keep going back and forth between Flow and Wild Robot. The other nominees are Wallace and Gromit And Inside Out 2, the only four good animated movies that came out last year worth nominating, that I've seen at least. I had Wild Robot. It won a PGA, but it makes sense at PGA. It won a Critics' Choice, but it makes more sense there because they're slightly more normie skewing. Last year, Spider-Man won at Critics' Choice, I believe. I think it won a PGA too. But Golden Globes and Bafta went for Boy the Heron, and that ended up winning at the Oscars. And I think that might happen again this year with Flow. I think the international voting body might go for Flow a little harder than Wild Robot, and then I think it might affect the Oscars just enough that Flow ends up winning. So I'm going with Flow. If it's Wild Robot, I'll be happy because it's a great movie. I haven't had a chance to see Flow yet. I think it's streaming on Max starting next Friday, I saw. So hopefully that's accurate. Then I'll finally watch it. It looks adorable. I've watched the trailer a couple times. It just looks gorgeous. So I could see why it's winning things just based on the trailer. Otherwise, who knows? Wallace and Gromit might honestly win here just because it's BAFTA. Inside Out 2, oddly enough, the highest grossing film of the year. It's the only one that seems like it has zero chance of winning. But it's a solid category, so no complaints here. There's no filler material in there. Cinematography, we have The Brutalist, Nosferatu, Dune, Conclave, and Emilia Perez. Nosferatu won a Critics' Choice, which is great, so that's why I bumped it up to second place. I still have The Brutalist. It seems like more of a classic cinematography winner. It is a gorgeous movie. Every shot in that thing is amazing. It's shot in VistaVision film, which hasn't been done in years, decades. Like I think since the 60s or something. So that is very cool. And everything about it looks wonderful. Nosferatu, I'd honestly prefer winning. I think that would be a cooler win. It'd be nice if that did get something because it is a great movie, one of my favorites of the year. And that probably is the strongest aspect of it that has a chance to win. But if Brutalist is going to have a path to win Best Picture, it needs to win some things along the way. And cinematography is a very easy one to win. And if they just love Conclave, they could go with that. But it missed at the Oscars for cinematography, which is bullshit, first of all. It absolutely should have been nominated, especially over crap like Emilia Perez, which doesn't even look good. But Brutalist and Nosferatu are really the only two that I feel have a chance of winning now. And they're the only two. I mean, Dune could win and that'd be cool, but the first one won. So it's like, give it to something else is kind of my logic that deserve to win or have a chance to win. Best editing, we have Honora, Dune, Conclave, Kneecap, and Emilia Perez. Here I also have Honora winning along its track to winning the Best Picture. There's no challengers here, which sucks. It should be, and it should win, but it's not. So I have Honora winning as part of its potential Best Picture package. So basically, like hedging my bets. Like if this movie wins Best Picture, it'd have to win this and this because Honora can't win cinematography, so Brutalist probably could. you know, that's kind of my logic in these below the line categories. It's like what would win Best Picture most likely out of these things, so if given an option. So I'm going with Honora there. It's a very well edited movie. So is Conclave. That could win. Dune, wonderfully edited. Dune could win editing and sound here, unlike at the Oscars where it's not nominated for editing, which whatever. The substance should be here, and it should be at the Oscars. So the editing of that movie is fantastic. Production design and costumes, I have Wicked winning both. It seems to be the two things it's absolutely going to win, or has the best chance of winning at the very least. Production design, the other nominees are Brutalist, Nosferatu, Dune Part 2, and Conclave. Wonderful category. That's like the best category possible. So no complaints here. I could see The Brutalist winning based on its subject matter and the fact that it could win Best Picture. Nosferatu would just be a cool win. Any of these could win, and I'd be like, sweet, those are good winners. Like, this is a no-lose category, but it seems to be one that Wicked can take. Costume design, we also have Nosferatu, Conclave, Complete Unknown, and Blitz. Blitz did not get it at the Oscars, so I bumped it down to fifth place. It does have good costumes in it, though. I don't think it's necessarily nomination worthy, but I get it. Complete Unknown, I haven't had a chance to see. Conclave, yes, they're all wearing the same thing, but hey, they had to design it, and it looks amazing, and it looks realistic, so good job. Nosferatu, awesome costume design. Wicked just makes the most sense, and it's the perfect movie to win this pair. It's a very fully realized fantasy world. Good world building. That's how you win those awards, like Black Panther and stuff. Makeup and hair, we have The Substance, Dune, Nosferatu, Wicked, and Emilia Perez. Dune is not nominated at the Oscars, I believe. It's one of the many snubs it got. I still have it in second place just because. The Substance has been winning everything. It should win everything, especially if Debbie Moore's winning. It's going to pair up with that. I could see Wicked winning. I could see Nosferatu winning. Amelia Perez, I don't think would win because it's. But I don't mind that nomination. Out of all the things it got that it doesn't deserve, that's my least hated nomination it got. I'll take that over an editing, screenplay, directing, or Best Picture nomination any day because at least it is impressive makeup for how little there actually is. But The Substance, all the way. If it doesn't win, I hope it goes to Nosferatu because go horror movies. Special visual effects and sound. I have Dune winning both. I don't think I have Dune winning sound at the Oscars. I might. I don't remember. But I think Dune winning visual effects is the one thing it's guaranteed to get at every show. The other nominees there are Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which always gets nominated, never wins. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride situation with those movies. Then we have Wicked, which, just being a Best Picture nominee, I have in third. Better Man, I'll give the BAFTA bump up to fourth, and Glad to Waiter. Happy to be here. Best Sound, we also have Blitz, which does have great sound. Wicked, The Substance, which should be nominated at the Oscars, but sadly wasn't shortlisted. And Glad to Waiter again. No Amelia Perez here. No Complete Unknown, which is more surprising, I think, which just shows Wicked is the stronger of those three musicals. So I think it'll be Dune or it'll be Wicked. Those two make the most sense to me. I have Blitz in second just because that's where it was. I don't necessarily think it's going to be the upset. I think it'll be Wicked if it's anything else. But hey, maybe it'll be a wonderful day in The Substance will win Best Sound because it's another thing it absolutely deserves. And Best Score, we have The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Wild Robot, and Nosferatu. Nosferatu sadly did not get score at the Oscars. It should have. But at least it's here, so that's cool. But since it didn't get in at the Oscars, I have it in fifth. Wild Robot, Amelia Perez, I don't think have a chance of winning. Amelia Perez doesn't deserve to win at all. The score is not memorable. Wicked is at the Oscars instead of Nosferatu, which I would call bullshit on that too, because it's just more of the music that's already in the show. It's good, but it's just more of the same essentially. If that can qualify, why can't Dune Part Two? That's really the argument I would say. So I think it's down to Brutalist and Conclave. I have Brutalist winning because it is the more memorable score of the two, and it's just so much of it through a 3.5 hour long film. But Conclave is a very good score. It's not one that like sticks in your head after you watch the movie or anything, but I have it in second because it's the only other thing I could see winning, especially a BAFTA. So it could be part of its Best Picture winning package. So I have that as the upset there. And those are the categories I'm predicting for the BAFTAs. There's like the first time British thing. I didn't do that and all the shorts and stuff. I didn't even bother with those because I don't know any better. So those are the what I would the main categories plus Best British Film. So yeah, what are your predictions to win at the BAFTAs? Is this going to be kind of weird, and then the Oscars are going to be something completely different? Are the acting nominees going to win here and not at SAG, and vice versa? Because the last couple of years was like all SAG or all BAFTA. So let's see what the hell happens this year. Hopefully, some wrenches get thrown into the race because it makes it more fun. That's the main reason I want either the Brutalist or Conclave to win here, just to give Honora a run for its money. And like we all say, anything could win as long as it's not Amelia Perez. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Fuck, shop, pop, movies.